Hello everyone, Sammy's Universe here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, of course, this week is going to be quite a special week, of course, coming up, as it's going to be my birthday week, and of course there's going to be a lot of videos and stuff to look forward to, including the live recording of my podcast. I'm looking forward to that on Monday. You can tune into my Twitch if you want to check that out. By all means, be sure to follow my Twitch. There'll be links in the description to my other socials if you haven't followed them already. But this is not the purpose of this video, because, well, that is not the focus of this video, because, you know, as much as the birthday celebrations are going to be very special and everything, the main focus of this video is actually focusing on and we're going to focus on one of my best friends on this video, who just this past last couple of days has reached her 1 year of content creating on TikTok and YouTube, and we have to celebrate this mainly because of the fact that, well, amazing Littlemoon is, because I think I didn't want to just like write it down. I had to do a video to kind of explain just some of the lovely things that me and Littlemoon have got up to since we first kind of met and locked into each other since June, July, and kind of met through gaming and stuff. And it's just been absolutely just full of wholesomeness and nothing but love, really. So this is why I wanted to do a video to kind of show just how very proud I am of stuff she had to get through to be able to be the person she is today, and I'm just so proud of her, and I'm literally proud of you, Littlemoon. You, at least you're still willing to want to find time for people like especially people like me. Just warms my heart every time that you want to find time to play with me and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go into all that in this video. Should be sure to subscribe, and also I always cheer Littlemoon on all the way. No matter what video it is, and even when we get to play, and that I hope that some more videos of me and her will get to surface on YouTube and TikTok over the course of the year, so you'll get to see just how much fun me and Littlemoon have when we're playing games together. Let's kind of scale things back a little bit, because I know most of you are probably wondering how did this friendship come to be. It was also kind of one of those situations where it was kind of one of I've had plenty of these friendships where they basically didn't turn out to be who they say they were, and just turned out to be just a fake friend in the end. And it was really horrible, because it was around that time they decided to walk out of my Discord, out of my community, and I was kind of trying to process all of that and this was around June and July time, when that was all going on and stuff, and I basically had to just pull myself through and be able to stream and not have to think about it too much, so that I can keep doing my streams that people were loving, because there were people in my community who do enjoy seeing me stream and stuff, so I had to keep that going. And it was from that point I actually bumped in, me and Littlemoon kind of crossed paths. We kind of crossed paths originally. I mean, it was first through TikTok, really. I think she came across my videos, if I remember correctly. I think Littlemoon will probably write something down about how it happened and stuff in the comments or something, but as from what I remember, I know she kind of came across my TikTok. She kind of commented on it, and then she was and then she also came across my my videos on YouTube as well. And this was also at a time when she was also telling me that when we were having our DM chats, she was saying, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan on YouTube," and it was just so cute that she was saying that to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, she's such a big fan of mine." She literally kind of said that, and I was just when we came cross paths, and then it was around that time when that fake friend kind of walked out on me. So it was obviously I was streaming and everything. She came by my stream for the first time, and then I kind of opened up about it a little bit. because I kind of was like, oh, does anyone want to play with me? And then, Littlemoon offered to play, so we were playing Fortnite whilst I was streaming, and then I kind of opened up about the situation to her, and because she wanted to know what happened and everything, so I kind of opened up, and she literally just almost felt like she gave me a shoulder to like say, look, everything's going to be okay, you're going to do amazing. She was literally being so encouraging and just wanting to see me succeed, and it was just so sweet. It was like she literally returning some of the wholesomeness that I'd given out. Like, she was a wholesome person herself, she was a sweetheart herself, like I've been for all my life, and then she was kind of doing this similar route to what I was doing for many years, and it was just so refreshing to have someone who's wholesome like that literally tell you you pick yourself back up, you're going to do great, you ignore the haters, they're not worth your time. And just having her literally come to me and say, look, everything's going to be okay, to have someone like that literally like chat to you in the DMs, and even when we're like playing together, saying, let's have some fun and everything. And trust me and Littlemoon had loads of fun on Fortnite. We managed to get loads of wins on Blitz. We managed to get some wins on Zero Build. And this was obviously, it was just so lovely to, have the late part of the summer, having me and Littlemoon just having like lots of fun together, to the point that, it wasn't just the gaming as well. Around that time, me and Littlemoon also, because she was also a Nintendo person, because she talked about having the Switch. I kind of asked her, hey, would you like to watch the Nintendo Direct with me? And she was like, yeah, I'll be down to be in the VC with you. And we were literally decided to do like a first like call together, and we were like on the call together watching Nintendo Direct and chatting away and stuff, and it was just so lovely to be in to have basically be in a company and be able to have like a heart-to-heart conversation. Was just such a lovely feeling. It really was. And the fact that and obviously you can see the clips of when me and Littlemoon were watching the Nintendo Direct and kind of just reacting to all the announcements that were happening, because this was at a time when Nintendo were hyping up the 40th anniversary of Mario, kind of just like talking about like saying how cool the games were and everything. But she's kind of more used to cute games and stuff, and that's why she kind of recommends a lot of cute games to me every time, because she's trying to look for like cute games for us to play on stream and stuff. And yes, I will get rounds in playing more cute games. But yeah, we watched it, the Nintendo Direct. We watched it, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, as part of my movie nights that I was doing on Discord, which I'm going to try to bring that back for the summer, because I know I've kind of been sort of debating about when to bring it back, because the reason why I pulled it away was because there wasn't really anyone interacting. There wasn't really any interactions with the movie nights after a little while. And I was like, is this worth doing if there only a small amount of people are going to show up, and there's not going to be any interactions? Because there were a couple of movie nights when it was just me, and it felt awkward just being me in there when it feels like I'm trying to do this thing for the community, and yet it's only just me who's interested. And it just kind of feels like a slap in the face sometimes when you're doing something for the community and then they don't want to, and half of the time they don't want to show up. Sometimes that's kind of how I felt with the previous movie night that I had. But I'm going to try and bring that back, and now that we're gradually getting more new members, so maybe hopefully we can have more people join me in the movie nights again, which would be nice, and maybe get to do movie nights with Littlemoon again, because I would love to watch movies with Littlemoon, especially the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I think they're meant to have it available to buy digitally and rent soon. I did read that they were planning to get it out within the next week. So if that's the case, then hopefully next month, me and Littlemoon will get to hopefully watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Hopefully we can arrange to do that, because that'll be really good. Maybe even see if my community wants to see that, because I really want to see that movie, because I love the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I also looking forward to the Super Mario Galaxy movie as well. It's just, the trailers look so good for that movie. I can't wait to see it. And even the Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm looking forward to that movie. I'm hoping hopefully I'll get to go to the cinema to watch that with her, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to. I'm hoping Jodie would be down for some cinema trips this year. Hopefully, to join maybe me and my sister and stuff, or maybe it's just me and you who goes. It'll be nice to be able to do some hopefully some cinema trips this year and get to watch some. There's even a Meet the Parents or Meet the Parents sequel coming at the end of the year, so maybe that might be another movie we check out in the cinemas as well. You never know. But nevertheless, we got to watch the Nintendo Direct. We got to watch Super Mario Bros. We also, and like I said, we did a lot of Fortnite, and we did obviously have done a lot of Fortnite to the point that Tony Lee would come in. Obviously, I have to give a shout out to her, because she's Oogie Boogie, as she calls herself on Twitch and TikTok. But yeah, Tony's another person. We kind of made like a trio team at one point, and it was just so much fun being able to have both Tony and Littlemoon as my trio team for a bit. And it was, and even there was a time when we won by simply just someone basically dying from the storm, which was really funny. That happened. I still got that clip. I love it. And me, Littlemoon, and Tony just had lots of fun over the course of the summer, and into generally want to be that person to be there for my best friend at all times, and not wanted and make sure to make time for them when they're struggling and need some light stuff to cheer them up. And that doesn't just go to Littlemoon. That also goes to all my best friends. Tony, Angel Plushie, obviously Psycho Sophie, as well as Pixie, who's my birthday bestie. We both have the same birthday. Can you believe it? The fact that one of my like new friends has the same birthday as me. Like, what? That's amazing. And then obviously Sunny as well, Mellow Bum. Just to name a few, you all know that, I'm literally there for you regardless of anything you're going through, and you can always message me and always let me know, look, I want to have some fun time to take my mind off something. Just let me know. I'll make time for you. I'm not here to like be someone who gets on your nerves. I'm here to literally be like the supportive best friend that I generally want to be. I want to see my best friends thrive. I want to see my best friends have smiles on their faces. I generally want to see them be happy, because that makes me happy. That means a lot. Not only have I done stuff for her, she's even just done stuff for me. She even gifted me some stuff on Fortnite, as well as, especially at Christmas, when we're both, I'm going to say this, we're both Christmas fans. We both love Christmas so much. And we were like, because at that point, we were literally like, we're planning to potentially have like our first meetup around the Christmas time, because we were originally hoping to like go Christmas shopping, because I know she was saying she wanted to do Christmas shopping with me, and so we still yet to plan our first meetup, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that at some point, because I would love nothing more than to have IRL moments with Littlemoon, as well as gaming moments, because to find like a best friend who generally wants to do stuff like that. And because I will say this, there have been, you can imagine the amount of times during my growing up where I've always wanted to like go out with friends, right? I'm going to be truthful with you guys, but I've never had any points during my growing up, from like being a boy to a guy to an adult, where I've ever had the opportunity to go out with friends or get to go to IRL places with friends. I haven't never had any of that. Most all my best friends have had that. Like Angel's had that. Mellowbum's had that. I'm sure Sunny's had that. I've never, ever had any friends to go out places with. I've never had that opportunity because, well, most of the people that I thought were friends were turned out to be quite nasty and chose to single me out from everything because they thought their other friends were more better than me. Pretty much, they didn't want to, do anything with me. They just wanted to leave me on the side so that I focus in on my streaming and gaming around that time because that was the only thing I had left. I mean, even though I did go to like wrestling with my sister, I mean, I did stuff with my sister, like going to wrestling and stuff. That's about as far as it goes, really. There wasn't any like me and friends meetups or stuff. There wasn't many of those at all. So that's why it just means a lot to have someone like Littlemoon who wants to do that with me and wants to give me those moments that I've never had growing up. It just means the world to me that Littlemoon wants to do that, and I hope we get to organize something, Jodie. I really do, because it would mean the world to me to be able to do lots of IRL stuff, so we can finally make up for the fact that I never got to have many of those moments growing up, and I'll finally get to have some IRL memories to have. But yeah, so that's hopefully something we're going to hopefully do maybe in the summer and the rest of the year. And obviously going back to the gifts before we talk about that, I know that at Christmas she was very, very sweet to me. She literally brought me stuff from my phone through Amazon, where she basically got me like was it chocolate bar, as well as she even brought me like a Fortnite physical bundle. Like they had the Darkfire bundle that was available to get on Xbox and stuff. She got me it on Xbox for Christmas, and it was just so sweet of her to do that. The fact that she went out of her way to do something really nice for me just really goes to show just how kind she was to go out of her way to do that for me. Just shows how much she really genuinely cares about me and the friendship and stuff. And yeah, I literally just had I will admit I did kind of like have a little happy cry after I got that gift, because I was generally like just so happy. You're obviously, and it's because of your wholesomeness and your kindness is what's led to you having friends like myself, Amy, and people within Amy's community, and basically built friendships that you've some forever friendships for yourself. And I generally want to stick around with you and generally want to be around you and stuff. See you smiling about that and just being happy that you've got people who generally stuck with you for a whole year like myself. I haven't left like Littlemoon's side once. I've always wanted to be. And that also brings up to the next point, really, because Littlemoon also mentioned to me a couple of times that she didn't know, well, she was kind of interested to know whether, well, she was wondering whether she could be as well autistic, because I did open up about the fact that I was autistic to her and everything, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not entirely sure if I don't know if I have autism or not." And I'm going to say this for people who don't know if they have autism and that, go and get yourself checked out. As I said when I was with Sunny for that podcast episode, go and check yourself out. Don't hesitate. Fight for a diagnosis. Fight for an assessment. Go and chase up an assessment or try and get referred to be assessed and go and do it. Don't hesitate, because you never know. You never know unless you get yourself assessed, because that's an important thing. And I even like messaged Littlemoon saying, like, look, you need to go and get yourself assessed, because you're never going to know if you have autism unless you can't just always sit there and expect to, figure out all that you're autistic when you don't know for sure. So I'm trying to encourage her to do that, because I think it's going to help us so much. And I'm going to say, if Littlemoon happens to have autism like myself, then that's going to be just even more of a coincidence or more of a special feeling, because it will mean that I have a best friend who has the same condition as me, and it means so much to know that I have a best friend who will not only understand my condition, but we get to understand each other's conditions so much to the point that we can support each other through them, and that would mean the world. A best friend who literally has the same sort of autism like myself, and understands it like me, understands me through that, just means a lot. And I just hope that, I hope she does get her assessment. I like to believe she's gonna sort that out eventually, because I did send her the details and everything, so I'm hoping that she'll chase that up at some point. And I would imagine she's probably on a waiting list, and should she manage to get an assessment sorted soon, then that would be great, because I would love to hear the good news about whether she is or not. And I'll definitely, and I'm going to say this, Littlemoon, I'm going to support you all the way with that. Just kind of celebrate the fact that I've known Littlemoon for the last year. Well, I know it hasn't been properly a year yet, because it was around June, July when we first became best friends and everything, but it almost feels like a year to me right now, and that's why I feel that it's a good opportunity to celebrate this now, especially with my birthday coming, and the fact that she's going to be a huge part, wants to be a huge part of my birthday celebrations, and want to be able to. I'm pretty sure she's probably got some stuff planned for my birthday. She's probably not going to tell me, and that's fair, because she doesn't want to spoil anything. I couldn't be so much more grateful and happy to have you, Littlemoon. I really can't. I can't be more grateful to have someone like you who generally just loves me for the person I am, and generally in such a huge way, whether it's YouTube videos or TikTok videos, or whether it's being around my streams. And I know you probably don't get enough time to see me stream and stuff, and I kind of feel bad, because I do want to see you come by my streams and get more often, but I know you've got stuff going on, so I've got to sort of get better with understanding that. But always look forward to playing with Littlemoon, and I know she's going to be teaching me Minecraft, so that I can get used to Minecraft and be able to build stuff and everything, because obviously I'm not used to the game, so I'm kind of new to it. But I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of games we'll get to play this year, like Golf with Your Friends too. I like the idea of playing that game, especially as I can play with many people in my community. We'll get to form a lovely session together. Will be great. Hopefully we'll get to play maybe Star Wars Galactic Racer. That game looks really, really fun. Because I'm really excited about the prospect of having friends with me to experience GTA 6 online with me, and that's really exciting for me. Hopefully we'll get to watch gaming showcases like the Wholesome Direct, the Wholesome Showcase, which, by the way, Angel Plushie loves that showcase. And yes, when I find out the date, I'm going to let you know, Angel. Don't worry. You can write it on your diary. You can let your community know and stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely watch it again this year, and maybe even see if Littlemoon wants to watch it, because she loves cute games as well. She always sends me cute games that she finds on YouTube to say, "Oh, you should check this game out." And she always texts me stuff like that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to watch the Wholesome Showcase journey for sure. And then also, hopefully, we'll get to watch the Summer Game Fest, the Xbox Showcase, and then hopefully the Nintendo Direct. Hopefully, we'll get to watch some Nintendo Direct stuff, because obviously, because it'll be really cool for you to see what's coming to the Switch too. So we can hopefully and I'm hoping that my community will be able to help me in basically getting funds together, so we can hopefully get you a Switch 2 at some point, because I would love to. Hopefully all my best friends will get to have so many great memories this year, and get to hopefully watch these game showcases together, because I really want to be able to watch it with my best friends this year. I was kind of texting Littlemoon I haven't got anyone to watch the Game Awards with. There wasn't really anyone available, and she kind of just kind of made time, and she kind of came by, made time, and wanted to watch a bit of it with me, and it was just so wholesome of her to literally make sure that this is pretty much that one. This is kind of my sort of way of kind of saying happy 1 year of being a content creator, Littlemoon. Happy 1 year for being kind of my way of saying thank you for all that, and thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for just a pure-hearted, wholesome best friend, really, and all the just all the kind words that she says to me each even texting me each day to see how I'm doing and wanting to wish me good morning and everything. Just really shows just how much she cares about the friends that she's got, and she always looks out for me and everything. And that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry for the long one. I would imagine it is a bit of a long one. I apologize, and I look out for all the content to come this week to celebrate my birthday. So